welcome to another episode of Sports Talk for You. I am your host, Aaron Bell. I have my buddy Adam Parker here with me. Tonight, we are going to go local here in the Wichita, Kansas area. We're going to have a Northwest football player from Northwest here in Wichita, Kansas, Jeremiah Moore, on with us to speak about the amazing Northwest season and the way they're playing right now after defeating Heights in the second round of the playoffs Friday night, 69-0. So, I mean, Northwest is pouring it on these teams, and this week they got Capon coming up. So, I mean, I've been trying to keep track of high school football more and more this year. I mean, of course, I'm a Cheney guy because I live out here in Cheney, Kansas, so I keep track of a lot of Cheney and the league around that. But high school football is just hard to keep track of. There's just so many schools around the Wichita area. But 6A, I mean, that's the biggest, that's easy to keep track of because there's a bunch of good 6A schools around here. So Jeremiah Moore will be joining us here shortly. So before he joins us, Adam, I know you want to get some NFL talk in.
Yes, I do. And should we start with the Jets, Patriots, or should we go Cowboys real quick? Then we can get to your Chiefs. But how about we start with the Cowboys?
Yes.
What boggles my mind is, you know what, I got to give them credit because it seemed like they actually tried. But the thing that boggles my mind is after the bye week, instead of going with this Gilbert guy, they're wanting to bring back Andy Dalton. And you know something, if I were Andy Dalton, this is just me, if I were him, I wouldn't ask to come back. The way that, he got hit in the Washington game, I mean, that aside, but the fact that no offensive linemen, no offensive players came and stood up for him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I would just, I'd just say, keep me on the COVID list.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean,
honestly, why come back?
Why wouldn't you give Gilbert another chance? He did good against a good Pittsburgh defense that shut quarterbacks down all year.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked his performance. I was expecting absolutely nothing from the guy, but, he showed a lot of heart and, he did show some timely throws, some good throws. It's just unfortunate he had to end the game basically on an interception,
Yeah,
it was a bad throw. I don't know if the guy picked it off per se or just batted it down, but, it was just.
He should have tucked it and just took the sack and got the field goal.
Yeah.
That would have been
a
down game.
Also, too, I don't know if Jerry Jones yelled at, Mike McCarthy like he did Jason Garrett, but when you are fourth in inches on your side of the 50, or their side of the 50, forgive me, you go for it with Ezekiel Elliott. We're not talking a full yard. We're talking inches, man.
Exactly.
So, anyway, that's my whole little rant on the Dallas Cowboys. The Jets and the Patriots, all I got to say is I really thought Bill Belichick was throwing that game to try to maybe get into the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, but they actually tried at the end. So
Exactly. So, all right, well, enough of the NFL talk. Looks like we got Jeremiah coming on. Jeremiah, can you hear us? I think he is trying to get it figured out here. I don't see his picture yet. So, but yes, while he's trying to get that figured out and we get him on. But yes, I mean, Jets, Patriots, that was just ugly last night. I mean,
that was
that ugly. I mean, it was a good game to watch. But
I thought the Chiefs game was interesting to watch.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear about how Cam Newton's good because of what he did last night. I go, it's the Jets. I mean, Mahomes could have easily threw for 7 interceptions.
Yeah.
All right,
and I also think Northwest High School could beat the Jets.
Jeremiah, can you hear us? There you are. Connecting to audio. There we go. Can you hear us, Jeremiah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to again. I mean, you guys are off to a spectacular start this year. You guys got Capon coming up this weekend. And you guys just devoured Heights last weekend. Just tell me how you guys are handling this year, because I know you guys did that video with when 259, when Wichita schools were going to cancel fall sports, and you guys did that video in the stands, standing there wanting to play. What was your guys' reaction when they came out saying that you guys are able to play?
It was very exciting to a lot of the seniors and really to the coaching staff too.
Yeah. What grade are you?
Junior.
You're a junior? Okay, so I know that you said you played QB, wide receiver, all those. What position do you mainly play the most, or does coach have you play the most?
I started receiver, and in different formations, I go to quarterback.
Okay. The game coming up this weekend, I believe it is Capon, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What's your guys' mindset going into that game? I mean, I know you guys are favored in that game, but you can't take teams lightly. So what's your guys' mindset? What does coach have you guys ready for?
Oh, he has us ready for their physicality and the way they're bringing their pressure. And basically, we got our game plan to where we know exactly what they're going to do. So we just got to go out and expose it.
Yeah. Adam, you got any questions?
Yeah. What is the one takeaway that you've seen in with your team and how well they've gelled together?
It ain't really no takeaways, but since the COVID stuff, everybody gels very well because they feel like if they know it could be taken from them, football could be taken from them at any time. So everybody works hard like it's their last practice, last game every day.
Yeah, that's a great mindset to have, and I was just kind of wondering, I know the ultimate goal is to get that championship, but you yourself, did you have any goals that you set for yourself aside from the team goals?
I was just trying to match everybody else. Not coming from a different school last year. I was just trying to match everybody else's energy.
I hear you. So how is with all this protocol stuff with COVID-19 and, you guys having to follow the protocols, because it's a whole different year with this stuff. And, high schoolers, just the student athletes aren't used to this. Really, even college, everybody's not used to this. How are you guys handling the COVID stuff and the protocols, and how hard is it right now?
Well, at first it was kind of hard because nobody was used to it, but now everybody got it down. They know if their season could be taken, they're going to do what it do to keep it.
Exactly, because I know that you guys fought hard to get the season started, so you guys would do whatever you could to get that season underway and keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
So I also want to get to, I saw an article on you because I know you're one of the top point guards in basketball too. What's your mindset for basketball coming up, and, how it's going to be with hardly any fans in the stands, because I believe they're only letting family members into the stands. So, what's your reaction towards basketball this year, and are you going to be excited for it, or is it kind of going to be a weird year with all this stuff going on?
It's going to be weird, but I'll get over it quick though.
Yeah. So you play point guard, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you had any scholarship offers from anybody for the next couple of years?
No. Not yet.
Okay.
Adam. Yeah, man. No, I was just, has the adjustment been pretty easy for you? I know coming from another school and then having the COVID thing, has it been pretty easy for you to adjust to everything?
At the beginning, it wasn't, but now it is.
So what made it hard in the beginning?
I play offense, so the offenses move so fast. I had to get up to the pace of using the old slow West offense to Northwest speed offense.
Yeah, and which one do you like playing better? Do you like the West Coast or the speed better?
I like speed.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Well, keep doing what you're doing. Good luck to you guys, this weekend.
Yeah.
Hope
So
you guys win it all.
big game. Is that game at Northwest, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So good luck to you guys. We hope you guys get going. I mean, it's just right now it's a weird year, but you guys are keeping it going. You guys are following everything you can, and you guys are just playing lights out right now. Nobody wants to play you guys. So Jeremiah, thanks for joining us. I'm glad we got you on. Like I said, we're trying to stay local, get a couple of
Mhm.
high school guys on our show. So if you know any other guys that want to join our show, you got my Twitter, and you can just hit me up and let me know. If you have a coach that wants to come on and talk with us, let me know, and I can get him on with us as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Jeremiah. Take care.
You too.
All right, that's Jeremiah Moore with us to talk a little high school football. Northwest against Capon this weekend in the playoffs. That will be a good game, but I do believe Northwest will slaughter Capon because they just go out and slaughter everybody. So, with that aside now, I want to get to one thing. Big news tonight that I heard. I don't know if it's true. Greg Marshall, possibly here in the next 3 days, resigning from Wichita State. I also heard from a sports acre here in Wichita that he's just taking a couple of personal days off because he's had a lot of pressure on him. So we don't know what's true. I guess for sure the law firm is supposed to come out with an answer this week. So it's up in the air. But if Marshall resigns, I won't be surprised. If he stays, I won't be surprised. Either way, whatever decision is made, I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah, I mean that'd be pretty shocking if it forces him to resign, considering that there are people in the FBI case, coaches who, for some reason, are keeping their jobs. I mean, I understand innocent until proven guilty on all fronts. Whether it's the FBI investigation or what Greg Marshall's going through. But yeah, I mean, if forces him to resign, I will be shocked. And also, too, it's just boggles my mind why universities are standing behind their guys when they had an FBI case thrown at them,
Exactly.
and Greg Marshall just had just an investigation into some alleged stuff, but is not affecting the national outlook on college basketball. But, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah, don't tell Jeff Goodman that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, I don't, either way, I'm not going to be surprised on what happens, but I'm just tired of rumors coming out and those rumors not being true. And I just, I mean, it's just, you know, I, I just don't know because without any official video evidence, I mean, how do you make a decision like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Witnesses, but I mean, video evidence. I'm like, you need some evidence out there. I don't know.
right. I mean, you need something more than just he said, she said type of a deal, and,
Do we need?
nobody's condoning what he's done or is alleged to. Again, everyone's innocent until proven guilty, but it kind of boggles my mind how.
Well, my thing is, if this only happened for that 1 year, and I mean, they might have, kept it, but can't you just maybe suspend him for a season?
Oh, sure, you could. I mean, it'll force him out, and then he'll get like what, an ESPN gig as an analyst.
Yeah.
That's typically what they do, and then they'll come back saying they feel refreshed, and then he'll get signed on another team to show that he's quote unquote changed. It's just it just boggles my mind that after how long's he been in Wichita? 13 seasons, 13 years, and then yeah, I mean it's just, I mean he doesn't come off to me as Bob Knight. Yes, he can be, kind of a stickler, kind of, show some emotion, but nothing to that extreme, so.
Everybody's been talking about look back at the Canada preseason year when he went off and was touching the refs and had to get taken off the court by the team because he was throwing a big fit. But I mean, that's because his players were getting punched, fouls weren't getting called, and one player got sent to the
Yeah.
hospital. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's the coach standing up for his players. Bill Self would have done that. Any other coach would have done that. I mean, it's just it's not anger issues, but you know, if he does have anger issues, the law firm will tell him to go to anger management. Plain and simple.
Right. Exactly. So, but I mean, just for the record, if he does resign, he will get another job somewhere after a year. That'll be quote unquote his punishment. And then, like I said, he'll come back saying he's refreshed, changed, and give me a chance to prove it. You know, I mean, everyone will deserve a second chance, you know. So,
Well, that's that. I guess we'll just wait and see how it goes this week. We're just Shocker fans are keeping pray that Greg Marshall will still be here, because I think without Greg Marshall, it's going to be a hell of a rough season. Unless Tyson Waterman or Lou Godino, who will take over, have something. Oh, maybe they'll go out and get Jim Bayline.
Yeah. You never know what will happen, though. I mean, those guys could probably rally the team some way, somehow. But, I mean, to lose your head coach is a big deal, you know, whether it's medical issues or this type of allegation or whatever else, you know. It'll be a little tough, but you know what? Wichita State's good, and I think they'll do well.
Team's got COVID. We can't play. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but good luck to Northwest this weekend.
Yes. Good luck to Northwest. Hopefully the Grizzlies can take down Cape and Mount Carmel, and we'll see what happens. So go ahead and subscribe, like our video, comment if you have any comments about it, and we will see you guys next time.